It is Ryan Seacrest here. There was a recent social media trend which consisted of flying on a plane with no music, no movies, no entertainment. But a better trend would be going to ChumbaCasino.com. It's like having a mini social casino in your pocket. Chumba Casino has over 100 online casino-style games, all absolutely free. It's the most fun you can have online and on a plane. So grab your free welcome bonus now at ChumbaCasino.com. Sponsored by Chumba Casino.
No purchase necessary. VGW Group. Void where prohibited by law. 21 plus. Terms and conditions apply.
It's not me, it's you?
It's on the list. Yeah. It's not you. It's me.
Sorry, it's not you, it's me.
It's not me, it's you. Wow. You hit somebody with that, Sarah? Oh, no. That poor guy.
Okay,
No. It's not me. It's you.
That's
like,
what I meant.
Oh, that's how I felt. And now you're just really making me feel like garbage.
No, I meant...
You know who sucks in this situation? You do. And that's why I'm breaking up with you.
No.
It's not me. It's 100%.
Oh my god, that's so funny. No.
Welcome to the Rom-Com Rewind podcast.
Hi, I'm Sarah.
And I'm Devin.
And like you, I love rewatching movies over and over again.
You made it here. You love romantic comedies. We do as well.
So this is a show where we rewatch rom-coms, break them down a bit for you, maybe take a peek behind the curtain, dig beneath the surface, and decide, does it still hold up?
Today we finally have 500 Days of Summer. I'm so excited. If you're listening to us on Spotify, make sure you throw us a follow, Apple Podcast, subscribe, leave reviews. They help more people find us. And if you hear anything in this podcast or a previous podcast, you just want to reach out and talk to us about something, many ways you can do that. We love when you reach out. It kind of keeps the conversation going. At Romcom Rewind on Instagram, TikTok, or you can email like Elise did to romcomrewind@gmail.com. Elise says, hi, Devin and Sarah. I'm a huge fan of your podcast. Started listening about a week ago. Binge listening to every single episode.
Love it.
She has a few suggestions. Something Borrowed.
Great movie.
When in Rome.
Mm-hmm.
Silver Linings Playbook.
Jennifer Lawrence, yeah.
That's right, Bradley Cooper.
It's a good one.
Just Married, and She's the Man. She says, thanks for an awesome podcast.
Thank you for listening.
I would toss Silver Linings Playbook. You know what? I'm thinking 500 Days of Summer is something I've been pining for for years of doing this podcast.
Yes, and it wasn't on anything for quite a while, so we were happy to see it on Disney+.
I would put Silver Linings Playbook into the list of... We should do like a... You know how Disney has Shark Week? We should do like Devon Month for the pod, where it's just...
Oh my God. We
stuff.
should.
We should.
I like that.
Because I would throw in Cruel Intentions. I know... Hold on. It's a romantic comedy. Don't get at me.
Yeah. A few people did reply and say that it would classify as a dark rom-com.
It's like a dramedy, drama romantic comedy.
Yeah.
Think about Devon Month on the pod, RCR fam. Somebody said RCR in a recent message.
Yes.
I like it. I'm keeping it. 500 Days of Summer, though. Woo! Directed by Mark Webb, who would go on to do the Andrew Garfield Spider-Man movies. 500 Days of Summer is the story of Tom Hansen, played by Joseph Gordon-Levitt, and Summer Finn, played by Zooey Deschanel.
I love them both.
The peculiar way in which this story is told makes it kind of hard to give you a lead-in without totally spoiling the film. But I will say, this story spans 500 days. 500 days in which Tom Hansen is in love with Summer. But the story is not told in sequential order. We jump in and out of these 500 days, slowly piecing together this story like a jigsaw puzzle. At times we peek into a horrible argument. Other times we jump backward in time, and it's a beautiful date night at the movies. And slowly, as we, the audience, continuously step back, we get a full picture of the love, the loss, the rebirth of these two individuals, Tom Hansen and Summer Finn, as we ultimately learn the story of 500 Days of Summer. What are your thoughts?
This is a story of boy meets girl.
They made a statue of us.
The boy, Tom Hansen, grew up believing that he'd never truly be happy until the day he met the one. The girl, Summer Finn, did not share this belief. You should know up front, this is not a love story.
I think we should stop seeing each other.
Just like that?
Just like that.
This movie has never been one of my faves.
Shut up! Get out!
I know.
Oh.
I know it's literally your favorite movie.
God.
But you know what? After the most recent watch, it's turning around for me. I think I understand. Okay, so I think I understand the whole idea of this movie much better than when I first watched it when it came out in 2009. I used to be so mad at Summer at the end of the movie.
Really? Okay.
Yes. But rewatching it this time, I think I realized Tom was in love with the idea of love with Summer, or being in love with Summer, and that he so desperately wanted it to work out between them that he never realized that they were absolutely, completely miserable together. He was trapped under the Summer effect, as they describe it in the beginning of the movie, that she was more than average. So yeah, that's kind of my take. It's turning around for me. It's not my favorite movie of all time, but I do like it.
I'm so glad you said that, Sarah. I completely agree. I'm going to ask you a question in a sec. But I agree. I love how much this movie has taught me, I think is why I love it the most. Especially when, peeling back the onion of your friend Devin here.
The onion.
I went through a difficult breakup in my life. Everybody gogoes through a difficult breakup at some point.
Right.
Mine was like college days. I was 21, 22. And believe it or not, 21, 22-year-old Devin, eerily similar to our main character, Tom Hansen here.
Really?
In a lot of different ways, yeah. And not all of it healthy, I'll admit. Let's be upfront. And I think that's an important thing about this movie and Tom Hansen. I think he's such a relatable character, because he has a lot of flaws, like you were just talking about, but like real flaws.
Mm-hmm.
And flaws that, like, personally, I can see in myself in a past life. Who do you think is the protagonist of this story, Sarah? Like, the good guy in the story?
Summer.
I agree. I think it's Summer, right?
But when you first watch it, and I mean, when I watched it, I was, like 20s, early 20s, and it's one of those things where it's the way you see it, Summer would be the bad guy, depending on how you interpret the movie.
I think the character this goes into like the character building of this movie with Tom and Summer. Spectacular, but another thing that I really like about it is kind of the sheer unique cleverness to so many of these scenes, like the expectation versus reality scene where they have the two frames lined up beside each other.
Yes, that's near the end of the movie.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Walking down the street and it drops into like a little art scribble. Tom seeing himself in that strange foreign film.
Yep.
They're like pain, suffering. There's the dance flash mob scene to Hall & Oates. There are so many things that are not typical in any movie that this movie does. It kind of reminds me of Wes Anderson, where like they break a lot of rules of filmmaking. You can only break the rule if you know the rule,
right?
If that makes sense.
Yeah, and you almost make it better.
I think this movie took an extreme amount of time, care, probably love, thoughtfulness. It's the only romantic comedy that genuinely, every time I watch it without fail, it makes me want to be a better person, more motivated person, which I find is strange. It's the only one that does that to me.
Interesting.
I can tell you the exact scene. It's the
okay.
vagabond, like Wolf Mother's playing, he's bouncing the ball, and then he decides to become a friggin' architect. He's like, I should do that. it just, I don't know. I even watch the YouTube videos sometimes because it just gives me it's got the secret sauce, Sarah.
The secret sauce to the movie. I love it. Well, it is really your favorite movie, so.
Honestly, let's dive in.
So I'm going to try and break it down by the day as we go through it. So because as you mentioned, the movie kind of goes back and forth between the days. So there is 500 days of summer, but it kind of flip-flops back and forth to when they're broken up, to when they're together, to when they're together, to when they're broken up. Like it's all over the place. So I'm going to try to do it by days so we just kind of know. So the higher the days, the more distraught he is. The lower the days, the more happy he is, or so he thinks.
So, yeah, more or less.
So Tom believes that he won't be happy until he finds the one. And he believes that Summer is the one when he first sees her. Summer is the complete opposite. She believes that there is no one person for somebody. There's no soulmate. She doesn't really want a true relationship. She just likes to be happy in the moment. It's kind of got hippie indie vibes of her relationship status, but she just wants to be happy in that moment. She's not thinking too far down the road. She also, her parents' divorce really kind of played a part in that, I think. She just doesn't really believe in love.
Off the top, she says she doesn't want to be anyone's anything.
Yes. And so both Tom and Summer Summer has started working at the greeting card company that Tom works at.
Yeah, Tom writes greeting cards.
Yes. Even though he's trained as an architect, he has somehow landed himself as a greeting card writer. And Summer gets a job there as, I think, an assistant. They get into an elevator together and they talk over the love of the same type of music.
I love the Smiths.
Sorry?
I said I love the Smiths. You've good taste in music.
You like the Smiths?
Yeah. To die by your side is such a heavenly way to die. I love him.
Basically, he's in love with her already.
That's all it took.
Yeah, that's it. That's pretty much it. He's now in love. So at a work event a few days later at someone's engagement, they talk again and they end up chatting about nicknames. She has the worst nickname. I don't know if you remember it. Anal Girl?
Anal Girl, yeah.
Because she was very neat and organized. And I think after she said it, she realized.
I think she knew what she was saying and she just waited for his reaction, which was
hilarious.
Hilarious, yes.
Yes. Yeah. It always reminds me of Arrested Development. Yes. When the word anal is in anything related to cinema, I always think of anus tart or a new start.
Yes.
Or, yeah. Anal, yeah. Anus tart.
What was it again?
A new start. That's what the license plate said, but it really was anus tart. Literally, Tobias Futke.
I was gonna say it wasn't. There's another like a little bit more offside joke that is with him.
Yeah, and I mean he's a never nude, so
he's a never nude.
Yeah. Okay. Anyway, enough about Tobias from Arrested Development. So at karaoke night, they go out with the office.
So there's a work karaoke night.
Correct.
But this is back to like day 15 or whatever. They're not even together at this
Correct.
point.
Yes, you're right. Day 15 or day 11 or something like that. Yeah.
Yeah.
She tells him, with Tom's friends around, that she doesn't believe in love. And he says, love is true. Like, when you feel it. And she still doesn't believe it. She's like, no, like, I don't believe in love. I don't want a relationship. And this is kind of where she is very upfront with him. Again, they're not dating.
I think this was such a funny conversation because Summer remarks, like, you believe in love? And Tom says, like, we're not talking about, like, the fairy godmother here. This isn't the tooth fairy. Like, love is real. To him, it's a matter of fact. Love is a real thing.
Yeah. Whereas for her, it's a fairy tale. Like, it's not real.
So do you remember the songs they do at karaoke?
I mean, I do. I don't remember the names of the songs that they do at karaoke. But
Summer does Sugar Town. And Tom does Here Comes Your Man by the Pixies. Two not necessarily totally popular karaoke songs.
I've literally never seen them on a list, so yeah.
How about this? I got a list in front of me.
Okay.
Top 9 karaoke songs.
All right.
Do you think you can guess them?
I don't...
Do you want me to... No. You guess, and if you can't figure them out, I'll hum them for you. Okay. How about that? I won't sing it. We're playing hum for karaoke.
Okay, I'm going to guess my personal fave, which I would do. One song that I would do, Brown Eyed Girl.
No, the top 9.
Okay. I think the number 1 song would be Sweet Caroline.
Number 8.
That's number 8?
That's number 8.
Stop. Okay, is there anything on there from AC/DC?
What? No.
Okay, I disclaimer, I don't like AC/DC. Yeah. So I just wanted to get that out of the way. No Thunderstruck, no whatever.
So are you just doing songs you don't want to hear now?
No. Okay. Anything by the Spice Girls?
Yes.
Wannabe?
Of course.
Okay.
I'm really happy I don't need to hum that one.
Any Backstreet Boys songs?
Nope.
Hall & Oates?
No.
Hum away.
Number 1 answer still on the board. Oh, and feel free to play along at home. Can you guess already?
I know, I'm trying. I know the song, but I can't remember it. Your humming is yeah. I can hum it back to you. I know. Oh. Yeah. Queen.
Thank you.
You're
What's
welcome.
the song? That was like
Bohemian Rhapsody.
Thank you.
God.
That was like
Sorry.
a minute.
I know. You did a really good job.
Okay, this if it took you that long to
I
get
know.
Bohemian Rhapsody,
I'm screwed.
we're in for a long haul.
Was that number one?
Yes, that's number one.
Wow, that's a long song.
Yeah, but everybody knows all the
No, I know.
lyrics. I
It's
could
true.
sing that whole thing.
Yeah.
Okay, next one. This one's tough. This one's really tough.
I can't wait.
Okay.
I know the song. Okay, I don't know.
That was kind of like Kylie Minogue, I think.
Oh my God!
Like,
yes,
you know,
it
like
was.
that,
Yes, can't get you out of my head.
That's right. Yes.
Yes,
Okay. Yes. I wish you would have guessed that.
Sorry. I don't know because in this one you just sound like a trumpet. I can't get it out of my head.
I Want to Dance with Somebody by Whitney Houston, Sarah.
That's a good one. Can't handle you the way you're looking into my soul right now when you're doing this.
I want you to get this so bad.
It is Ryan Seacrest here. There was a recent social media trend which consisted of flying on a plane with no music, no movies, no entertainment. But a better trend would be going to ChumbaCasino.com. It's like having a mini social casino in your pocket. Chumba Casino has over 100 online casino-style games, all absolutely free. It's the most fun you can have online and on a plane. So grab your free welcome bonus now at ChumbaCasino.com. Sponsored by Chumba Casino.
No purchase necessary. VGW Group. Void where prohibited by law. 21 plus. Terms and conditions apply.
Oh, I know the song. Okay, Devin, seriously.
Wonderwall. That was Wonderwall.
Oh my God, by Oasis.
Okay.
God.
Don't Stop Believin', Journey.
Oh my God, that's like number one. All I can think of is literally the pilot episode of Glee.
Naturally. Everybody, Journey, you're like...
No.
Storied history,
No.
decades old
Oh my God,
band.
okay.
I think Glee, first of all.
No.
That's where I know them
think
from.
Journey, but I think they revived it. They revived that song.
Okay.
That song was everywhere after that.
Toto, Africa.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
I Bless the Rains
I
Down
Bless
in
the Rains
Africa.
Down in Africa. I really wish you would have hummed that.
Yeah.
Okay.
Dancing Queen, ABBA.
Oh, I love anything by ABBA.
And Dancing Queen has been coming back because of TikTok.
Yeah, a lot of songs from ABBA, a lot of songs from Fleetwood Mac have been coming back thanks to TikTok.
So
Okay.
at this point in our story,
Yes.
actually, as karaoke is ending,
Mm-hmm.
Tom's good friend Mackenzie got hammered at karaoke, but he does reveal to Summer he likes you.
Yes.
Tom and Summer, they kind of hang out outside of karaoke. It's a little bit awkward, a little bit uncomfortable, but she's like, "You like me?" And he's like, "Yeah, I like you." They don't kiss
No,
until like a couple days later
in the photocopier room.
in the copy room.
Which is kind of awkward. It was an awkward kiss.
I thought it was an amazing kiss.
Great kiss, but awkward right after.
So I think the core thing about Summer's character is that she just does what she wants. If she wants to kiss Tom, she's just going to kiss Tom. That's fine. She happened to want to kiss him in the copy room, so that's where it happened.
Exactly. They do two scenes where they're in IKEA.
Oh, yes.
And
I love the IKEA
These are
scenes.
back to back. So, I mean, IKEA, is a glorious maze of a place. I love IKEA. But at IKEA, in the first part, the first scene that they show, they're playing house in the little pre-made rooms that they have.
It's adorable. They're running
is.
through frolicking.
Super cute.
It starts off with her trying to turn on the TV, and she's like, "Honey, I think our TV isn't working." And then he's like trying on the taps and stuff like that, and they run into a bedroom.
And she tells him that she's not looking for anything serious, and he says, "I'm fine with it." She says, well, most people, this is when they freak out. This is when they pull the chute. They don't want to continue because, they want something serious. And he says, no, I'm all good. Like, I think, my opinion is that I think he thinks that he's going to change her mind.
I agree.
And
I
that
100% agree.
Yeah, and that she'll eventually want to be with him long term. But she's completely upfront about it.
Summer never lies to Tom. She's always upfront.
Yeah.
In everything she does. And he, like you said off the top, Sarah, he thinks that she is the perfect person for him. He probably loves the idea of Summer more than he
Correct.
loves Summer herself.
Definitely.
And it's just the classic, you can't make somebody love you. And she likes him a lot, enough to kind of have fun. Like, let's just see where this goes.
Hang out,
We don't need to label it. I don't want a boyfriend right now, but you're fun to hang out with.
And he says that he's fine with it. So there you go. Later that night, they have sex for the first time.
They bang, baby. Let's
Yes.
go.
The after sex montage.
This was almost my best scene. They're
This
like,
is my best scene.
oh my God. Wait, can I just jump in real quick and say there are certain things in this movie that are vibes that everybody tried to recreate.
Yes.
The walking through IKEA, pretending it's your house thing
Yeah.
became a thing after this movie.
Really?
I feel, oh my God, did you not go to IKEA with a significant other pretending like it's your own home?
No, I never did.
What?
No, I mean, we also don't have an IKEA here.
Oh.
So I don't, like, I never, it's not like my significant other, hey, let's go to wherever and let's go walk through IKEA to pretend like we're, like, no, we always went someplace bigger.
You poor thing.
Yeah. You grew up in a place that had an IKEA, though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And so that's happened for, I apologize to my exes, more than one ex I've done this with.
Oh my God, was it like a planned date that you had?
No,
almost?
okay, look, let's call a spade here, guys. If you happen to be around an IKEA and you're a broke college student and you see those Swedish meatballs for like
$1,
75 cents on the... Hell yeah, I'm going there for lunch, and then, ooh, like, let's do that cute thing from that movie where we pretend like this is our house.
My God, the things I find out about you. That's hilarious,
For
Devin.
sure you do that.
Hilarious. Like, I can't. I'm picturing you running and frolicking. First off, frolicking about. Did you, like, land on the bed and, like...
Oh, absolutely.
Stop.
Okay, we established off the top, I really identified with Tom
hilarious.
Hansen in this movie.
You did.
So, yeah, I was vibing with the run through IKEA for sure.
Oh, my God.
And more than one ex-girlfriend was vibing with me at one point or another.
That is hilarious.
It's a classic move.
IKEA was a date stop for you. I love it. And now you won't go to IKEA with me.
Yeah, because now we go for a purpose, and the
Well, yeah.
purpose is to leisurely go through and actually
Yeah, and I go through
purchase
everything.
things.
I go through the whole maze. You know what?
Horrible.
Next time we go, let's pretend to play house.
I think I've actually tried to do that, and you shut me down like second half summer in this movie. You're like, Devin, focus up here. We got to get a bookcase.
Write this number down.
Yeah, seriously. Do you think this is fun? Do you think being in IKEA is fun?
I mean, I do.
Yeah, you
So,
do,
yes.
but you're there for. I'm here to have. I'm here to play out my favorite romantic comedy in
Oh
real
my God.
life.
Okay, well, now that I know that it's tied to that, next time we are in an IKEA, we're going to play it
I
out.
don't know. It's kind of ruined for me now.
Oh, my God.
Anyway, almost my favorite scene and your
Yes,
best scene.
my best scene.
The Hall & Oates. Dance
First off, I love
montage.
Hall & Oates. Yeah.
Oh, perfect song.
Totally. I love how they used different aspects creatively in this scene, especially, the Harrison Ford. He's looking at his reflection
Oh
and
my
sees it's Han Solo. Yes, it's Han Solo. Anyway, yeah, the flash mob is definitely my favorite. I love how they did it, because in other movies around this time, again, flash mobs were a big thing.
Ryan Seacrest here. When you have a busy schedule, it's important to maximize your downtime. One of the best ways to do that is by going to ChumbaCasino.com. Chumba Casino has all your favorite social casino games like spin slots, bingo, and solitaire that you can play for free for a chance to redeem some serious prizes. So hop on to ChumbaCasino.com now and live the Chumba life. Sponsored by Chumba Casino.
No purchase necessary. VGW Group. Void where prohibited by law. 21 plus. Terms and conditions apply.
They're just, what's coming. Everybody's going to do the same dance. Everybody, whatever. This had different aspects to it. It all came together, and, he was high-fiving, shaking people's hands, and then it all kind of just, like, culminated. And it was great. I loved it.
And I think it's... Okay, so this is obviously not real, but I feel like
Correct.
the feeling they were hitting was relatable. Like, have you ever had a day where you're walking down the street and you're like, the sun is shining brighter than normal, I just got a promotion, or I just banged the chick I wanted to bang, or like whatever it might be.
Yeah.
And you feel like everybody's smiling at you and you're smiling back at them. There's a nice song playing in your head. The sun's shining. You're like, this is the best day ever.
Absolutely. You stick those headphones in and you're proudly, confidently walking down that street.
Yeah. This scene just captured that emotion. And obviously it's in an over-exaggerated way, but it's still... The core concept is like, yeah, I've had one of those days.
But it wouldn't have been a standout scene had it not been a little bit more
Over the top.
Yeah,
100%.
Yeah.
There was even a cartoon bird that flutters
I
onto
know.
his hand.
Reminded me of Snow White.
Love it. I think that was exactly, they were trying to do like a Disney princess thing with Tom Hansen.
I love it. So day 303 is actually the day that they broke up. She broke up with him in a diner.
Yeah, having pancakes.
And she still then wants to have said pancakes together. And she said, can we still be friends?
Ooh, she hits him with the can we still be friends. This is the confusing part, honestly, of this podcast, is that we were just talking about them,
loving
in
life.
IKEA, loving life, and then there are times where you jump back and you see the breakup.
Yeah,
and how it occurred.
And just to let you know too, I kind of had said that there were 2 scenes for IKEA, and the one that kind of backed onto the happy IKEA scene was them going to IKEA again, but being miserable, going through it. Just
like Sarah, yeah.
There was almost like a gray film on that scene, and they were just miserable. He tries to turn on the tap. Oh, honey, the taps aren't working. She just walks right by him.
Not funny anymore, Tom Hansen.
No. We are not having fun.
You are in IKEA with Sarah. We're here for a purpose.
Yes.
She hits him with the can we still be friends? What are the most cliche sentences, quotes to break up with somebody?
It's not me, it's you.
It's on the list. Yeah. It's not you, it's me.
Sorry, it's not you, it's me.
It's not me, it's you. Wow. You hit somebody with that, Sarah? Oh, no. That poor guy.
Okay, no.
No. It's not me. It's you.
That's what I meant.
Oh, that's how I felt. And now you're just really making me feel like garbage.
No. I meant.
You know who sucks in this situation? You do. And that's why I'm breaking up with you.
No.
It's not me. It's 100% you.
Oh my God, that's so funny. No. What I completely meant was
it's not you,
it's me.
That's on the list. Yes.
I need to work on myself.
I'm not good enough for you is on the list.
We need to take a break.
I need space.
Okay, I need space. I've used the we need to take a break.
Oh, okay. Rachel Green taking a break. For the record, Ross Geller was right.
Oh
they
my
were
God,
on a break.
I can't even remember.
Not to rehash that
Yeah,
shit
no,
again,
that's
but
like a whole other debacle.
They were on a break, though.
Oh my God.
Okay. You deserve someone who loves you for you.
Okay.
Okay.
Wow, I think that's on par with the it's not me, it's you.
Oh, I love this one. This one just could never make somebody feel good. I love you, but I'm just not in love with you.
Oh.
What does that even mean?
Yeah. No,
who
it's
uses
true.
that?
You know what? I think people do use that one.
That sucks. If you've used that, that's a bad one.
That is a bad one. Yeah, I shouldn't say that's mean because maybe somebody has used it, but still.
We're at different stages in our life.
Oh, you know what? Sometimes that's legit true.
That is legit true. That's one way of saying you're just really immature. I've outgrown you is basically what you're trying to say.
Yeah,
and that happens.
Yeah,
that genuinely happens.
It does. It
doesn't make the other person feel better. But
no. I mean, maybe it makes the other person strive for something.
Hopefully, after they hit rock bottom, like Tom Hansen does.
There's nowhere to go but up. I think they're all very true, and I could see people using them. There's a few that I'm like, okay, well, I don't know. That one's
it's not you.
It's
not. It's not me. It's definitely you.
Me, it's you.
You suck. God. Have you used that, actually?
No, are you kidding me?
Have you used the other one, though?
No.
Okay, yeah.
No, because that's just literally, I feel like that was used in movies, rom-coms, and whatnot, and it's now a famous line, and I hope nobody actually uses it because everybody knows that
Have you
line.
actually hit somebody with the can we still be friends?
I don't know if I've hit it with can we still be friends, but I think it's we need to take a break or we need to take some time, and then afterwards
you're all about the time and breaks. God.
Okay. Well, I'm not all about that, my God. But I'm just saying that's a nice way. Well, I don't know if it's a nice way. Breaking up with people sucks.
Yeah.
It's not easy.
I'm you know me, I'm a pull the Band-Aid off kind of guy. Here's some Gatorade.
Oh my God, that's right. You gave some girl some Gatorade. Yeah, that's almost as bad as it's not me, it's you.
She was hungover. She was also hitting that time of the month, so I'm like, she needs electrolytes, she needs fluids. We're breaking up, but here's some sustenance for you.
Oh my
You'll
God.
need this.
Yeah, I think you.
And then I said it's not working out.
So back to day 87.
Okay, we're jumping back into relationship
world. Day 87. Tom brings Summer on an architecture tour of the city and to his favorite spot, a bench overlooking that city.
This is an important spot.
Yes.
We've seen this spot, actually. The very first scene of the movie, is Tom and Summer on that same bench.
Yes.
Later on, we learn that it's probably like day 488 or something.
They had her 40.
You see that she has a ring on her finger and she's holding Tom's hand.
Yes.
Just throwing it out there. That's why this scene is important. Or this place setting, I guess, for this scene.
Yeah, it's his favorite spot, and it kind of becomes her favorite spot, which, way to take his spot. But
wow, are you angry at Summer for enjoying a park?
A little bit. Well, it's that specific bench. There's other benches.
You can't have the same leisure activities as me.
You can go to the same park, but if you're never going to be with the guy, take a different bench.
Oh yeah, this is my park now.
The poor girl, the poor
park.
guy. So we move a little bit forward to day 109, and Summer brings Tom to her apartment, which is a big thing, as the narrator states, because her walls are coming down. So she is, in fact, opening up to Tom. They talk about, what they dream about. They talk about how they both dream about losing their teeth. I also dream about losing my teeth.
Sarah has a really adorable mouth guard that she wears because she clenches and grinds her teeth a little bit. And so naturally...
So I think they also have clenched teeth during the night.
Do you think they also have mouth guards? Because that's something you don't put in a rom-com because it's not sexy, but it's probably true.
I think that they do.
Okay.
They probably do because that way they won't dream about losing their teeth. So we're going to fast forward to day 259.
Ooh.
They're at a bar.
Oh, no.
And they are miserable. They're really not talking at the bar. Summer's just kind of being really cold, or so it seems. And a guy hits on her and comes up to her and wants to buy her a drink, and totally rude.
If we're remembering the days, this is right before they break up.
Yes.
Sorry, keep going.
And the guy basically says, I can't believe you're with this guy. I can't believe this is your boyfriend. And Tom gets so pissed off that Tom punches him, only to be punched right back. But she gets mad at him.
See, I think what Summer wants is she wants a strong, confident man. And I think she finds jealousy and insecurity extremely not attractive. So I think that's why she got upset with Tom. Like, why did you punch that guy? That was so not cool. Because in her mind, it doesn't matter. This guy's like... I'm with you here. Yeah. This guy's hitting on me.
It means nothing.
It's meaningless. Exactly. Have enough balls and just let it go.
I don't know. I feel like she overreacted. I'm glad she went and apologized.
Yeah.
I think she shouldn't have been pissed at him. He took a punch for her. Come on.
Yeah.
But yeah, and he says he needs some consistency, but she says, I can't promise that. I am just here enjoying myself in this moment. I don't know what the future is going to have or hold.
He asks her something really interesting in this. He's like, I just want to know that you're not going to wake up one morning and feel completely different, to be, to want to be with somebody else. And she says, I don't think anybody can promise you that. You think that's true?
I'd like to think not. You'd like to think that when you found that your person or your lobster...
Right. You found your lobster, yeah.
Yeah. That's
a weird analogy that you just jumped right into.
They're on the same level, right? That they'll be, but people change, people grow, and you hope that you grow with them. But I think Summer's so set in her ways that she's not willing to budge either, though.
Yeah.
Right?
I kind of agree with her, though. When you're dating, at least, you can just wake up one day and be like, I don't want to be in this anymore.
Yep.
And there's nothing stopping you from cutting to, if you're married or engaged, that's totally different. I would hope that at that point, you want to spend the rest of your life with somebody. But I thought she was amazingly honest with him. I don't think anybody can give you what you're looking for.
No, and I think you're right. I think they're looking for very different things, and I think Summer knows that, but he doesn't realize that, right? That's the whole, he's definitely wearing rose-colored glasses. But if you look at the days, 500 days, that's obviously over a year, but they don't really date for that long. They're not together that long.
What was the day of the breakup? 280 something?
Hello, it is Ryan, and we could all use an extra bright spot in our day, couldn't we? Just to make up for things like sitting in traffic, doing the dishes, counting your steps, all the mundane stuff. That is why I'm such a big fan of Chumba Casino. Chumba Casino has all your favorite social casino-style games that you can play for free anytime, anywhere with daily bonuses. That should brighten your day a little. Actually, a lot. So sign up now at ChumbaCasino.com. That's ChumbaCasino.com.
No purchase necessary. VGW Group. Void where prohibited by law. See terms and conditions. 18+.
303.
303.
Yeah.
So at this point, we're like about a month and a half away from the impending breakup, and we're starting to see
Definitely. You start to
how
see the breakdown.
it was happening. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. So they do have, a good park day. This is probably early in their relationship where they play the penis game.
Oh, this is another vibe that everybody tried to recreate from this movie, the penis game. Classic.
100%. So did the penis come... Sorry.
What came first? The chicken or the egg? The penis or the penis game?
No.
What was the genesis of the penis game?
The penis game.
Was it Adam and Eve and they're like, hey, we should play the penis game,
No.
guys?
Did the penis game come before the movie, or did
let's look up the origins of the penis game right now.
Or did the penis game come after this movie?
Let's see.
I feel like I remember playing the penis game.
Yo, if you Google penis game origins,
yeah,
you get some wild answers.
I believe that.
There's Puppetry of the Penis.
Oh, God.
Is a comedic live performance art show featuring a series of genital contortions.
Oh, no.
Familiar with genital jousting creators talk penis physics and narrative.
Okay, so we'll never know.
Jesus.
We'll never know.
Christ.
It's like the
penis game in politics.
Okay, it's like the mystery of what came first, the chicken or the egg, right? So we'll leave it at that. We'll never know.
I think, I'm not seeing anything. When did this movie come out?
2009.
2009? I am not seeing anything pre, 2012.
Wow. So maybe this was the creation of the penis. I don't think so.
This is the origins of the penis game right here. Message us at Romcom Rewind if you played the penis game before 2009.
Yes.
Because then maybe you are the origin of the penis game. We don't know. So they play the penis game in the park.
Yeah. It's just like a good 5 minutes of the movie. They're playing the penis game. I just had to say it.
Once again, it's a vibe.
It is a vibe.
It's a vibe we tried to recreate.
So fast forward, we're not doing well. He is Tom is very distraught. He's very sad. At work, his performance is suffering. He's now moved to the funeral and misery cards, writing those, because before he was kicking butt at writing cards, but now because Summer and him broke up, they are he's very sad.
Yeah, when they were dating, he was nailing it in the love section, and now he's moved on to
funeral and misery.
Funeral and misery. Not doing great for Tom Hansen now.
No.
Oh, and at this point, Summer has moved on from that position. She no longer works there.
Yes, she is no longer at the greeting card place. And day 400, Tom is going to an event. And we don't know what the event is yet. He's got a suit and...
well, he calls his best friend and coworker, Mackenzie. So we know that it's something to do with work. And Mackenzie's like, dude, I'm not going to that. That's ridiculous. It's one of their coworkers' weddings.
Yes. Who was also going to the wedding, but Summer.
Summer, because she was friends with this lady. But here's the thing. They live far enough away, or the wedding's happening far enough away that you got to take a train to get there.
Right.
So Tom is walking onto the train. Who does he see? Summer. Is this not one of the worst places to see an ex?
Yeah.
It's on a train.
Yep.
You can't go anywhere.
Yep.
You're stuck for hours. Not only that, you know that you're going to the same destination, so it's like, I'm also going to see you when I get to the place, because we're going to the same place. They're on the train. Summer actually not confronts, but she goes up to Tom. They have a little conversation. It actually...
goes really well.
It's going swimmingly. Tom, I think, is getting a, hey, maybe we're rekindling something here when they get to the wedding. Summer's looking like $1 million.
They sit together at Millie's wedding.
They sit together at the wedding. They dance together. They're just having a grand old time. This is fantastic.
Oh, yes. He's pumped. And Summer invites him to a rooftop party that she's having in a few days. And he says, yeah, I'll come. Like, absolutely.
This is my best scene.
Okay, I will let you go through it then.
This is my best
This is rough.
freaking scene. It's the expectation versus reality
Love
scene.
this scene.
The narrator. Tom walked to her apartment, intoxicated by the promise of the evening.
He believed that this time his expectations would align with reality.
Woo! So we have two frames.
Yeah.
We've got the expectation frame. And it's basically the best case scenario of how this evening's going to go. He walks in. Summer greets him with a kiss. She's very engaged with him. And then there's the reality. What's actually happening? And at the beginning, it's slightly different. You know, she hugs him. He gives her a gift. She's excited about it. But as the night goes on, the expectation versus reality scenes, they very much diverge. She's not spending as much time with him as we see in the expectation scene. And then we see it across the rooftop. And actually, at this point, the expectation scene completely gets taken over by the reality scene. And the reality is, Summer's been proposed to. She's engaged.
And
Some other man.
And it's an engagement party.
It's an engagement party, which is kind of like weird. This is the only part that I'm like, Summer, what the hell's going on?
Yeah, like she could have said, "Hey, do you want to come to a party? I'm engaged."
Or, hey, like even just the entire Millie's wedding, I'm dating somebody. I'm seeing somebody.
Yes,
you can bring that up.
that.
We gather that she has been dating somebody and she is now engaged. There's a Regina Spektor song in the background as Tom storms out of the apartment down the street. And what happens? We get back to there's so many art scribbles in this film that I think are really, really beautiful. In this one, they do a little scribble of him walking down the street, and then it all gets erased, and it's just him alone. And we really do get the sense as the audience, this is rock bottom for Tom Hansen.
He is heartbroken. He's
hit the bottom of the barrel. Best scene. Just in that, like, it's so... I've never seen a movie do something like that. It was so unique, so cleverly done. It was executed to perfection.
The 500 days that from when he meets Summer to when he lets her go.
Yeah, they break up on, like, day 303. By day 400 and something, she's already engaged to somebody else. And now that Tom is kind of hitting rock bottom, a lot of things are happening really quickly. He has an outburst at work. He doesn't show up for work for a few days.
Right.
He just gets drunk and has Twinkies.
Oh, yeah.
Somebody tries to actually set him up on a date. This is
an
amazingly bad worst first date.
It's really bad.
They end up going to the same diner that she broke up with him at. He just talks about his ex the whole time.
Yeah.
Is that the worst thing to talk about on a first date? The
absolutely.
ex?
Yes. You don't want to know anything about... You want to know about them. You don't want to know about their past relationships on their first date.
Okay, I have for you, as taken from Reddit...
Oh, I love this. I love it, okay?
First date stories specifically involving exes.
Okay.
This person says, I went on a date with a guy I'd met through a mutual friend. Sounds a lot like Tom Hansen. Things seemed pretty normal until we were sitting and waiting for the movie to start. He got his phone out and started showing me pictures of his two ex-girlfriends.
Oh, my God.
Both women were completely naked.
Oh, my God. What?
He just starts showing her new pictures.
What? Oh, man. Was this like a comparison? Like, let me know if you're...
Right. That's what I think he might have been getting at. Like, this is what they look like.
God.
What kind of equipment
What are you going to be giving us?
Yeah.
That's terrible.
What are you bringing to the table? She's got a good rack here. I don't know. This person says, we start the date by getting lunch and a few beers at my favorite spot in town. We were chatting away, and the topic of daydreaming came up. I asked him what he daydreamed about. His eyes then get a bit dark, and his voice gets low, and he says,
oh my God.
When I daydream... When I daydream, I imagine the light leaving my enemy's eyes.
No.
By this point, I was a few beers in, and I didn't know what to say. I responded with, oh, so how do you do it? He looks away and ponders for a second and says, harpoon. What?
Oh, my God.
The rest of the date was spent with him talking to me about his extensive anger issues and how he still lives with and bangs his ex.
Oh, my God. Red flag, pull that shoe.
Yeah.
Oh, wow, that one's bad.
Yeah, and then this person says, was invited over to her home upon entering. The whole house was dark. When we came inside, she told me to be quiet.
Oh, no.
As she guided me inside her home in the dark.
Oh, my God. I'm scared.
Yeah. I heard a male voice and saw a male toss blankets from the couch. He says, what the f***? He was angry. I didn't know who he was, but he was clearly upset. She locked me in her room. I could hear arguing in the house. It turns out her ex lived with her. The ex wanted to come at me and fight me. I left the house, but I called the cops.
What?
Best date ever is what this person says. Yeah. Imagine inviting somebody home and be like, there's a guy who lives there.
He's my ex-boyfriend. I mean, I feel like you need to like move on from that situation big time.
Oh, yes.
That's never healthy.
Absolutely.
Oh,
yeah.
man.
So Tom sounds similar to the first guy, just not showing naked pictures of...
Yeah.
But like, he was just talking so much.
A sobbing mess, really.
Yeah, sobbing mess, still about Summer. they end up going to karaoke as well.
Oh, yeah.
And he gets booted out of karaoke because he just becomes a drunk mess.
Well, she leaves.
She leaves.
She's like, bye.
Do you know how common it is to get kicked out of karaoke?
How common?
I Google Newsed getting kicked out of karaoke stories.
Okay.
Hello, it is Ryan, and we could all use an extra bright spot in our day, couldn't we? Just to make up for things like sitting in traffic, doing the dishes, counting your steps, all the mundane stuff. That is why I'm such a big fan of Chumba Casino. Chumba Casino has all your favorite social casino-style games that you can play for free anytime, anywhere with daily bonuses. That should brighten your day a little. Actually, a lot. So sign up now at ChumbaCasino.com. That's ChumbaCasino.com.
No purchase necessary. VGW Group. Void where prohibited by law. See terms and conditions. 18+.
This one's wild. This is actually extremely popular and
What?
recent. A Texas substitute teacher was asked to leave class early after singing Britney Spears' Toxic on a karaoke machine that he brought to the classroom.
Oh my God. Okay, wait. He brought it to the classroom.
Complete with lights.
What?
Like, he turned the lights off. There was like a disco ball kind of vibe going on. He was karaoke singing Britney Spears' Toxic.
Why?
The Austin Independent School District had to kick him out of the class.
Oh my God, my face right now. I can't even.
Imagine, most substitute teachers are like, all right, guys, we're watching Remember the Titans today.
Yeah, like why? First off, why karaoke? Secondly, like I have a
Great
lot of
question.
questions. Like why Britney Spears? And then there's a lot of other songs that he could have chosen other than Toxic.
Oh, so you're not even mad about the karaoke part of this. You're like, why that song?
Yes.
I feel like we're looking at the wrong. That's the wrong issue.
No. I agree that karaoke is the problem.
That's not what you said. Right?
No.
You're like, listen, the karaoke's fine. Toxic, we can do much better.
No,
okay?
I agree that karaoke is the problem because, like, first off, why are you are you bringing karaoke into the classroom to show off your singing skills?
I love that. This was a male teacher too.
Exactly.
So, like, picture a guy, maybe balding. I don't know. Like,
yeah,
you're toxic. I'm sipping the taste of your lips.
Oh no! Stop!
Yeah.
Stop!
Yeah, the lights and everything.
The ick is like real right now.
That is an ick.
That is an ick.
That is absolutely an ick.
So inappropriate.
Oh, this one's funny too. I just want to throw it out there. August 2007, 21-year-old woman attacked a man singing Coldplay's Yellow because she didn't like his singing or the song, according to police notes. You can Google News that. That's a real story that happened. Anyway.
Poor Coldplay.
Tom's yeah, I love Coldplay.
I know, so do I.
God, especially early Coldplay. Yellow's a great song, guys.
Oh my God.
Fight me. So Tom's hitting a really bad spot, has an outburst at work, quits his job in a fiery passion.
Yeah, and then by day 450, he's at his sister's soccer game and he's doodling again. His sister gives sage advice saying that, when you look back at your relationship with Summer, you see the good. But next time you do look back at your relationship, make sure you see everything because you weren't really happy. Everyone else knew it, but you.
And this is important because we do see a montage of, the thing I love about this is that it's scenes that we saw before and they cut them just short.
Right.
And now we're seeing the full scene, and it's just little things where Summer makes like a weird look at Tom.
Rolls
he makes
her
a joke,
eyes.
and she rolls her eyes. Yes. And it's scenes that previously thought were like, wow, you guys must love each other so much. And now we're seeing, ooh, the vibe's not there.
Right.
It's just not working out. And I think that is also so relatable. Like we were talking about off the top, so often you're in a relationship, you think it's going great, and then you look back at certain moments and times, and you're like, oh, this really wasn't that healthy. And Tom's realizing Summer's not the one.
It was toxic.
It was toxic. The taste of your lips.
Britney Spears toxic.
I mean, it's perfect. I'm pretty sure that substitute teacher was like eventually allowed back in the school, but they did suspend him for a while.
And he has a license suspension on his karaoke machine.
Yeah, oh for sure. That karaoke machine not allowed. Austin Independent School District, not a fan of karaoke, by the way.
So day 456 and 450, between day 456 and 476, he decides that he needs a fresh start.
Oh, this was so close to my best scene.
A new start.
Is that the joke?
Anus tart.
Oh my god, are you still making anus tart jokes? Oh, Sarah.
I had to.
Oh, that's good. That's actually really good.
Thank you.
Oh my god.
I'm like looking at you, waiting for you to get it.
I didn't get it. But thank you for explaining it, because that's a top shelf joke. Yeah.
Thank you.
Oh.
So he starts bringing his work to architecture firms. He's really trying.
Whoa, you're glossing over the wolf mother. He's laying
Yes.
on his bed, bouncing the ball.
I was
And then all of a
waiting.
sudden he bounces it to the beat of the song
There you go.
to Wolf Mother.
And you know that
Bed
he's
balls.
turning it around.
You know, because of the song
His fresh start.
and the vibe. His fresh start. But yeah, he is bringing his work to firms. He's trying to get a gig in architecture again.
And by day 488, he goes to his favorite place and he shows up and he sits on his bench and he's looking, just taking it all in at the architecture. And
We believe it's right before or after an interview, because he's
Yes.
suited up and he has his...
Step into the world of power, loyalty, and luck.
I'm gonna make him an offer he can't refuse.
With family, cannolis, and spins mean everything.
Now, you wanna get mixed up in the family business.
Introducing The Godfather at ChumbaCasino.com. Test your luck in the shadowy world of The Godfather slot.
Someday, I will call upon you to do a service for me.
Play The Godfather now at ChumbaCasino.com.
Welcome to the family.
No purchase necessary. VGW Group. Void where prohibited by law. 21 plus. Terms and conditions apply.
his portfolio.
His portfolio. Okay, I was gonna ask, what do people in architecture use as like their
Yeah.
his portfolio? He's
Yeah.
just got drawings.
Exactly.
Here's things have drawn, guys.
Yes.
Okay,
yes.
cool.
Drawn up, created in your mind. And yeah. And who shows up on a
Summer
different
was
bench?
there. Yeah.
But Summer. And they do have a conversation. She comes over and she sits on his bench. I'd like to say it's his bench. And they have a conversation about
What happened?
what happened. And he asks, why did you, if you were engaged to somebody, why did you dance with me at the wedding? Why did you invite me to the rooftop party? Like, why did you do all these things? And she said, because I wanted to.
Part of me is annoyed by Summer, but it's still so true to her character. She just does what she wants. And she does admit, like, yeah, I probably should have told you. But, like, I still just did those things because I wanted to. I was having a good time.
Yeah. And she says, she didn't want to be someone's boyfriend and now she's someone's wife. She just, she says, it just happened. I woke up one day and I knew of what she was never sure of with him.
And that's hard, but
Yeah.
that's honest.
Yeah.
Once again, she's honest with him. And it's funny because he, at this point, is...
You know what sucks? Realizing that everything you believe in is complete and utter bullshit sucks.
What do you mean?
Destiny and soulmates, true love, and all that childhood fairy tale.
And she laughs at him like, no, but like you were right. Remember
Yeah.
in the karaoke bar when you said like you were talking about how magical and true love is, and she describes meeting this person. She says,
I was sitting in a deli and reading Dorian Gray, and a guy comes up to me and asks me about it, and now he's my husband.
think about if I got there 5 minutes too early, 5 minutes too late, if I went to a different coffee shop, if I went to go see a movie instead, the stars aligned for me to meet the love of my life. Love is real, guys. And I love, that reminds me of the movie Serendipity.
Yes, absolutely.
And just
Kismet,
the concept brought up in that movie. I love it so much. And I thought that was a nice, I don't know. It's the secret sauce of the movie, guys. It just feels so good.
Yeah.
And I think this scene was good closure for Tom. Oh, day 500 is the day.
Yes.
We're nearing the end of the movie.
Yes.
He walks into another firm, goes up the elevator. He's in the waiting room. And who's there is this woman. He's chatting with her. My competition. They're talking a little bit about, the job or whatever. And it's funny because she brings up the fact, she's like, hey, have I seen you before?
Do you ever go to Angeles Plaza?
Yes, that's like my favorite spot in the city.
Okay, except for the parking lots, but...
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah, I think I've seen you there.
Really?
Yeah.
I haven't seen you.
You must not have been looking.
He was so engrossed with Summer over these last 500 days. He had his blinders on. There was something maybe pretty amazing
right in front of him.
Right in front of him. He asks if she wants to go grab coffee after. She says yes. It is kind of weird that they're both like competing for the same gig.
I know.
Whatever. We'll put that aside. And then he asks what her name was.
My name's Tom.
Nice to meet you. I'm Autumn.
Changing of seasons.
Changing of seasons. Summer's gone. And through this movie, there are those little like place cards for like what day we're on.
Yep.
It flips to day 1 of autumn. And that is our movie of 500 Days of Summer.
So wonderful.
Are you being...
I'm
you
being
joking,
truthful.
or are you,
being
you
truthful.
better be.
Yes.
This
It
is a
was
serious
great.
movie,
It was
Sarah.
good. It was good.
Quick facts?
Yeah, quick facts. The movie's blue-centric color scheme was done to bring out Zooey Deschanel's eyes.
Oh, I love it.
According to the DVD commentary, one of the movie's writers estimates that 75% of the movie actually happened to him.
Really?
Yeah. In the movie, Paul says hum job instead of blow job to avoid the R rating. For the karaoke scene, the song Sugartown by Nancy Sinatra was chosen by Zooey Deschanel. She actually chose her own song to sing.
She's a sneaky good
Singer.
vocalist.
Yes, she is. During the flashback to Summer's job selling ice cream, Tom can be seen waiting in line.
Oh, that's funny.
The studio never intended to include the documentary about love in this movie, even going so far as to tell the director Mark Webb not to film it. The audience's reactions during the first test screening convinced them otherwise. This was also the feature film debut for director Mark Webb, as he mainly previously directed music videos.
Yeah, if you look at his like past work, it's really funny. It's like Amazing Spider-Man, this, and then like My Chemical Romance music video. Like he did Teenagers,
Yeah.
honest to God.
Wild. The documentary about love was originally much longer and included opinions from Summer, Rachel, Millie, and Tom's mother.
Okay, hold on. Now that you brought it up, his music video portfolio, Puddle of Mud, She Hates Me.
Oh my God.
3 Doors Down, Here Without You.
Wow, those are good.
AFI, remember
songs.
AFI?
Yeah. I love AFI.
Gavin DeGraw. I Don't Want to Be. Oh my God, he did Yellow Card, Ocean Avenue.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, My Chemical some Jesse McCartney too.
Wow.
He's done a lot of music videos. Hot, Hot Heat, Middle of Nowhere. Oh, great. Ashley Simpson, Boyfriend.
Oh my gosh. Those are big songs.
All American Rejects, Move Along. There is a vibe though. He's definitely like Evanescence in there.
In the original screenplay, Summer was depicted as having cropped blonde hair to construct a more summer-like persona. The black and white movies Tom is watching at the cinema are the parodies of the movies directed by Ingmar Bergman. Ian Reed Kessler, who gets in a fight with Tom at the bar, is credited as an actual douche. Around the time of the movie's release, director Mark Webb shot a short video for the internet which featured Zooey Deschanel as Sid and Joseph Gordon-Levitt as Nancy in reference to a conversation in this movie. Joseph Gordon-Levitt wears t-shirts for Joy Division's Love Will Tear Us Apart and Unknown Pleasures, and The Clash's London Calling albums. The narrator states that Tom meets Summer on January 8th. Since it is 500 days, Tom lets go of Summer and meets Autumn on May 23rd of the next year. The Smiths' Louder Than Bombs, The Jesus, and Mary Chain's Psycho Candy and Public Images Limited's album can be seen in Tom's childhood room. The New Hampshire Greetings office and Tom's apartment were filmed in the same building. In the first draft of the screenplay, the movie was set in San Francisco. On the screen, where the numbers of the days in the relationship are shown, the coloring and the mood for the background art changes to reflect the status of the relationship. Good days are brighter and bad days are darker. Tom repeatedly associates the Patrick Swayze song, She's Like the Wind, with summer. That song was originally recorded for the movie Dirty Dancing, in which Jennifer Grey starred. Clark Gregg, who plays Tom's boss in the movie, married Jennifer Grey in 2001. The main character, Tom, says, "It sucks. Why is it that pretty girls think they can treat people like crap and get away with it?" This line mirrors that of Gordon-Levitt's previous role as Cameron in 10 Things I Hate About You from 1999, when he says, "You know, just because you're beautiful doesn't mean you can treat people like they don't matter." When Summer first comes around to Tom's apartment, the song playing is Have I Been a Fool by Jack Panat, which contains the lyrics, a kiss is just a kiss, I think that's what fools say. This movie is set in 2006 to 2007, and May 23rd was a Wednesday. The last time May 23rd was a Wednesday was 2007. However, Summer's email to Tom on day 303 is dated May 7th, 2008. The Ringo Starr music album that Tom shows Summer in the vinyl store is the 1981 Work, Stop, and Smell the Roses. Zooey Deschanel and Joseph Gordon-Levitt have also appeared alongside each other in the movie Manic in 2001. Red is intentionally not used in this film, and the color blue is often conveyed to represent love or happiness. An example of this is, Tom dancing down the street after Summer first stays over at his house. The color red does make an appearance in Summer's apartment with a little red origami bird. It makes a final appearance at the end when Tom meets Autumn, and the color of her blouse is red. One thing that both Tom and Summer have in common is their love for Banana Fish. This is the name of a band that gained national prominence for a brief period in the 80s, in turn named for the first of J.D. Salinger's 9 stories, A Perfect Day for Banana Fish. Actress Zooey Deschanel, who portrayed Summer in this film, is herself named for another Salinger story, Franny and Zoe. Some of the film's cast and crew would later engage in superhero projects. Director Mark Webb would later direct 2 Spider-Man films for Sony. And Joseph Gordon-Levitt would later star in The Dark Knight Rises in 2012, and Clark Gregg would play Agent Phil Coulson in the Marvel Cinematic Universe films Iron Man, Iron Man 2, Thor, The Avengers, Captain Marvel, and the TV series Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. When Tom's fixing his hair after a successful night with Summer, instead of Tom's reflection, a young Harrison Ford can be seen as Han Solo winking back. Zooey Deschanel has many connections to Simon & Garfunkel. In 500 Days of Summer, she cries watching The Graduate with Tom. The Graduate's famous soundtrack was provided by Simon & Garfunkel. At that point in the film, Bookends theme by Simon & Garfunkel is playing in the background. And in Almost Famous, Zoe's character gives a Simon & Garfunkel album to her younger brother. This was the 3rd time Joseph Gordon-Levitt has played a character named Tom. He previously played Tommy Solomon on Third Rock from the Sun and Tommy Burgess on Stop Loss. The song being sung at the karaoke bar when Tom walks in is Every Rose Has Its Thorn by Poison. Summer breaks it off with Tom a day, around 3:03, and is married by day 476, which is a 180-90 day difference, roughly estimating Summer got married a little over 6 months after breaking up with Tom.
Wow.
There's a fan theory that the conversation between Tom and Summer on the park bench was all imagined by Tom and it didn't really happen. Even Joseph Gordon-Levitt has said he believes this is more a scene of Tom's coming to inner peace than actual reality. If that's accurate, then day 408 at Summer's house party, when he learns of her engagement, is the last time Tom ever sees Summer.
Wow. That's intense.
After Tom and Summer break up, and she leaves the greeting card company, a new employee is shown sitting at her desk. The employee says to their boss, "What is this, solitaire?" This is likely a nod to Summer's preference for being alone and ultimately not in a relationship with Tom.
Honorable mentions.
I like, it's weird to say, but it helped me. The honorable mention for me is the scenes where the days are posted and whether they're darker or lighter. Like, I actually really liked you knew the good days were going to be brighter, you knew the bad days were going to be darker, but I liked how you really paid attention. You could see the change happening as they went further into the relationship. Day 1, the tree had all the leaves on them. It was really bright and sunny. And then as they went through the relationship, it just got darker and deader. Literally.
But I did like that too.
Yeah.
That would have been my honorable mention. I had 2, and I knew you would pick one of these 2.
Oh.
The other one is the soundtrack, Sarah.
Oh, God,
the
I know.
soundtrack needs an honorable mention.
Absolutely.
We got Regina Spektor, The Smiths, Hall & Oates, Temper Trap.
I love Temper
Sweet
Trap.
Disposition, I think, plays twice.
It does.
They double dip on that
They
one.
did.
Wolf Mother, as we talked about. Feist. So many good songs. I think we should do an Instagram post just of the music from this film because it's fan-freaking-tastic.
I agree.
What should have been?
I think my what should have been would have been different if I still felt the same way about the movie, but I actually think the ending was perfect. So I don't know if I have a what should have been.
I can't believe it, Sarah.
I know.
We're in agreement.
Oh,
I also have no what should have
wow.
been. This movie does not need to be changed, not one bit.
Wow.
Nothing.
Okay.
Nobody everybody ended up with who they need to end up with.
I think I would have liked to have seen a better explanation of his doodling.
Oh, okay.
So So at the beginning, you know, Summer talks to him about, oh yeah, you know, I'm an architect, but I'm here at a greeting card company. Like, I wish it would have shown him doodling more, and then the progression of him stopping doodling because of, you know, the relationship not going well. Because his sister then at his soccer game says, oh, you're doodling again.
Right.
But it didn't click for me that he stopped doodling. I wish it was more intentional, you know?
Yeah. Overall rewatchability.
My rewatchability is as follows: chemistry 3, storyline 5, thirst factor 5, imagination 5,
Yes.
soundtrack 5,
Yes.
cheese 3.5 for an overall score of 4.42.
Okay. All right. Not bad. I would say a chemistry of 5.
Really?
Because even when, but even when they were breaking up, I just think the acting performances were so strong. The chemistry, even when they were not in love,
Was still there.
5.
All right.
Storyline 5, thirst factor 5. I think you know where we're going here.
I think it's all 5.
Imagination of 5, a soundtrack of 5, a cheese 5 for an overall score, ladies and gentlemen, of 5 out of 5. It's a perfect movie.
Wow, your first one.
I think Crazy Stupid Love might have been a 5 out of 5 for me as well.
Okay.
That one,
Yeah.
that one might have been the closest. If not, we'll have to go back into the archives.
Right.
And actually,
check it out.
you know, Crazy Stupid Love also on Devin's list. We already did it, but that would have been a Devin pick of the month.
Oh, yeah, you're right. It would have been.
If you wanted to be Devin month, Devin pick month, at Romcom Rewind
Let
on
us
Instagram,
know.
email, please do. We're about to pick our next movie.
We are.
In the meantime, though, hit us up on Spotify, Apple Podcasts. You know, subscribe wherever you're listening right now. If you want to reach out, Instagram, email, many ways to do it.
Thanks for listening.
Step into the world of power, loyalty, and luck.
I'm gonna make him an offer he can't refuse.
With family, cannolis, and spins mean everything.
Now, you wanna get mixed up in the family business.
Introducing The Godfather at ChumbaCasino.com. Test your luck in the shadowy world of The Godfather slot.
Someday, I will call upon you to do a service for me.
Play The Godfather now at ChumbaCasino.com.
Welcome to the family.
No